This is the second father who saved Michael Jackson's soul. Michael Jackson lived in a world of screams, cameras, and hands reaching for him. But behind that noise stood one man who never reached for fame, only for Michael's safety. His name was Bill Bray. Bill wasn't hired to be a father. He was a former Los Angeles police officer brought in by Joe Jackson in the early 1970s to guard the Jackson 5. Yet what started as a job became a bond that lasted over 25 years, through the Jackson 5 era: Thriller, Bad, Dangerous, and H-High Story. While the world saw a superstar, Bill saw a tired kid who needed someone to take him to the doctor when he was sick, to advise him on business deals, and to oversee every safety procedure. People close to Michael said Bray was his alter ego and surrogate father. 9975. Bill didn't chase interviews or attention. Rolling Stone in 1989 called him Jackson's top bodyguard, as well as one of his closest confidants. Michael wrote in Moonwalk that Bray was very careful and immensely professional, warm and funny, and absolutely in love with life. I can't imagine life without Bill. In a handwritten note around 1992, Michael thanked Bill for being a father. He wrote, "Joseph never ever had time for me. My childhood was on stage away from mother. What I'm trying to say is thank you for being a father. I don't know what would have happened to me if you were not around. I love you." Bill's wife Gail said Michael would run and jump into Bill's arms after shows. That's not bodyguard and client. That's family. Why it's inspiring. Bill Bray gave Michael something no amount of fame could buy, and it's consistency. In an environment of constant movement, pressure, and betrayal, Bill was the steady presence. He shielded Michael from family tensions, business betrayals, and the media circus. Even after retiring in 1996, Michael reportedly covered his medical expenses until Bill died in 2005. Their relationship shows that real protection isn't just physical, it's having someone who stays when others leave for money or fame, someone who listens without judging, and someone who reminds you're human when the world treats you like a product. Michael called Bill Dad, and in a life where trust was rare, that word meant everything. Bill Bray died in 2005, 4 years before Michael. Michael said at the time he was very, very, very saddened and called him a longtime friend and mentor. Sometimes the people who save us aren't on stage. They're the quiet ones standing just behind you, making sure you don't fall. What part of their story hits you the most? Is it the letter, or the way Michael ran to him after shows, or how Bill stayed loyal through all the chaos? Like, follow, and share.